Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, second grade. Welcome back. I'm sharing more of my favorite books, and I love these books. Do you? These are the series of There's an Old Lady Who Swallowed, and this one is Swallow Some Leaves because it's fall. Isn't that silly? Oh my goodness, and you won't believe what she swallowed in this book. She swallowed some leaves, a shirt, a pumpkin, some pants, and some hay. What do you think she's going, what do you think she's gonna make? Oh, you're gonna have to read this book to find out, boys and girls. So see if you can check this book out on Sora or from your county library to see what comes out at the end, what happens at the end of the book. Boys and girls, my name is Mrs. Vane. I'm so excited that you can join me so that we can practice our letters and our sounds so that we can become amazing readers and writers. So let's get started. We're going to start off with our high frequency words. Remember, high frequency words are words that we see most frequently when we are reading and or writing. And it's important to know them automatically so you don't have to spend that time trying to sound them out when you're reading and or writing. So I have 2 words for us to practice today. And I want you to help me read it and spell it, because the more you read and spell it with me, the more your brain will, the more it'll get into your brain. Because remember, we have to make that brain strong so that it can learn. Ready? So let's practice with the first word. The first word says open. Help me read it again. Open. Good job. Help me spell it. O-P-E-N. Open. Good job, boys and girls. My next word is should. Help me read it. Should. Help me spell it. S-H-O-U-L-D. Should. Good job, boys and girls. Now, I have 2 sentences for you. Try to help me read them so that we can try to figure out which one of these words will go into the sentence so that it will make sense. Remember to use your context clues to help you. Ready? Help me read the first sentence. The first sentence says, the school is now, Are you thinking about what word will go in there to make sense? Let's read the second sentence together. Ready? He, swim in June. Well, let's see which word goes into the sentence so that it will make sense. The school is now, should, does not make sense, does it? So let's change it to open. The school is now open. Does that make sense? Yes, good job. The school is now open. It's not summer anymore. We're back at school. The next sentence must mean that should goes in there. Let's read it. He should swim in June. He should, because that's when it's summer and when it's hot or hotter. Good job, boys and girls. So let's practice reading all of our words that we've learned this week and some that we're going to be learning and 2 more that we're going to be learning tomorrow. Ready? Start with the words that we've learned today. Open, should, 1, yes, change, fall, 5, look, and cheer and there. Good job, boys and girls. So now let's go and practice our good job, your listening skills. Turn your listening ears up so that you can play this game with me. This game is called How Many Sounds? This is where I'm gonna say a word. You have to segment them and tell me how many sounds you hear. Ready? Okay, turn up your listening ears. My first word is snug. Say it. Snug. Segment it. How many sounds do you hear? Oh, let's check. Ready? I heard some of you. Let's double check. Snug. S, n, g. How many sounds in snug? Thumbs up if you said 4. Good job, boys and girls. Snug. Okay, how about this word? What if I said the word fume? Say it. Fume. Segment it. How many sounds do you hear? Check it with me. Ready? Fume. Fume. 3 sounds. Thumbs up if you got it. Awesome job, boys and girls. Okay. Last word. Ready? Use. Use. Segment it. How many sounds? Check it with me. Ready? Use. Use. 2 sounds. Awesome job, boys and girls. Thumbs up if you got it. You're doing so well, boys and girls. So let's go and practice our focus sound of the week. This week, we are focused on the short U that says Help me say that again. Short U says Good job. And we're also focused on the long vowel sound or the long U sound. U says you. Help me say that. Long U says you. Good job. And this week we've been practicing the vowel, consonant, silent E pattern. Remember, that E at the end doesn't say any sound. Its job is to make the long vowel, its job is to make the vowel a long vowel. So the E is going to make the U say you. So let's look at my letters that I have here for you. Help me blend them together. Ready? This says k, cub. Good job. What vowel was that? Short vowel. Good job. But what if I put the silent E? Now it becomes cube. Cube. Good job, boys and girls. Cube. Now, if you can spell cube, there's another word that we can spell. We can spell tube, because tube and cube are rhyming words, and they have the oob at the end. They're spelled the same. So to spell tube, I just changed the k to a t. Good job. And that sound, that t sound is the T. Good job. So now we have tube. Good job, boys and girls. What vowel sound now? Long U. Good job. Tube. Now, let's go and practice reading our story today. We have a story called Jude's Tune. But before we read, we are going to be focusing on our fluency, and we're going to be focusing on expression today. Remember, expression is when you read with feelings in your voice so you don't sound like a robot. And we usually read with feelings when there's an exclamation point at the end. And did you know that if a character in your story is happy, then you can read faster? Like, wow, I just want a new bike. See how faster I read? Or how faster I sound? But if the character is sad, then we can slow our pace and say, oh, I didn't win the race. You see how we can do that with the character and their dialogue? So as you're reading, you can look ahead, look at those dialogue, and if they're happy, we can read it faster. If they're sad, we can read it slower, and that's also working with our expression. So we're gonna read a story called Jude's Tune today. And our story has the short U and the long U sounds, words in them. So let's see if you can find some short U and long U words. I'm gonna get my reading fingers to help me read. Ready? Help me read. And remember, we're gonna practice that expression as we're reading. Jude's Tune. Jude's dad lets him play in the mud. Jude hums a tune as he has fun in the mud. I can hum a tune about mud, says Jude. I like a tune, says Dad. But it's Jude's pal. He likes to hum, too. I like Jude's tune. It is a cute Jude mud tune. Boys and girls, did you see all that And U words, let's see if we can find some. Let's see. Can you tell me which word had the U sound? So we had Jude. You're right, there's that U, Jude. And here's Jude again. And tune, you're right, tune has the U sound, and cute has the U sound. Good. How about the short U? Any sound? Good, like mud had the sound. Any more? Oh, bud. Good, that's Jude's. Pal. Good job, boys and girls. Now, on your own, try to write your own words to a tune. And when you do, you can sing your tune to your family. Good job today, boys and girls. Now, let's go and practice our consonant, vowel, consonant, final E syllable. Remember, learning this will help you read and write, especially since for the last couple of weeks, we've been learning the consonant, vowel, consonant, silent E pattern. And all it is it's that silent E, or what we call the final E. And we know that E doesn't make any sounds, right? Its job is to make the vowel good, long. So remember, words can be divided into syllables. Your teachers might have taught you to clap the syllables or tap the syllables. And remember, each syllable has to have a vowel sound. So as I'm reading, I'm going to use that to help me. So if I see this word and I'm not sure, I can see that there's an E at the end. And so that must mean S is my consonant, U is my V, F is my consonant. So this word, this part I should say fuse, and then this first part says re. So put it together and it's re, that's my first syllable, fuse, refuse. You see how I did that to read? And if you're writing, same thing, invite. I'm gonna write the word in, that's my first syllable, invite, ite, has that I, so that means I need a silent E. 2 syllables, so we can use this final E syllable to help us read and to help us write. Good job, boys and girls. So remember that since we've been working with that final E, this is going to help you with your reading and your writing when you know these syllable rules. And throughout the year, we're going to be learning all different kinds of rules or strategies to help you read, because reading's not that hard, is it? Not if we practice. But remember, when something gets too hard, what do we say? We say, I am smart. We say, I can do it. We say, I am awesome. And Mrs. Vang believes in you, because I do. Just like your teacher, just like your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters. Boys and girls, you guys did an awesome job today. Come back tomorrow so that we can learn some more. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun.